Hey friends, it's Bizarre Individual here, and today we're going to be doing a discussion, my thoughts type video about the VIZ Manga App. I've been meaning to do a lot more discussion videos on this channel other than haul videos or vlog videos for a while now. I just never had enough confidence, or I just never got around to doing it, but here we are. We are going to be all over the place, so just bear with me. And yeah, so anyways, let's just get started. First off, I want to give a shout out to the Doc Sage and Laura A. Grace. Both of them made amazing videos that I really enjoyed on this topic that I will link down below. I'm sure there's a lot of videos out there on this topic, the VIZ Manga App, as well. So if you have a video, link it down below, and I would love to go see it. But yeah, let's just get started. So when I first heard about the VIZ Manga App, I wasn't quite sure about it, as I already had the Shonen Jump app. The Shonen Jump app is $3 a month, and so I decided to support manga being more available in the West and support people that couldn't really afford a lot of manga but still enjoyed reading manga. So even though I knew that I wasn't going to be using the Shonen Jump app that much, I still wanted to show my support, and since it was only $3 a month, I was like, why not? Before I get canceled, shonen is my least favorite demographic. With that said, once I do read shonen titles, I do really enjoy them. So do what you want with that. But yeah, so I wasn't quite sold on the VIZ Manga App yet. But the VIZ Manga App, pretty much for $2 a month, so it's $5 altogether. I was like, I might as well give it a try, and if I don't like it, then, you know, I can cancel it. But yeah, so I went on there, and wow. Just wow. So my first thoughts were that I saw so many titles that are sitting on my shelf right now that I just have not had time to read. I don't know if you know this, but I work 3 jobs, so I'm always either sitting in the car waiting for my next job, or I'm at work, or I'm trying to sleep. So I am always on the go. So I was like, oh my god, this is going to be awesome if I forget my book, because that happens a lot. If I forget my manga at home, I can just read it on my phone. So this is going to open so much more titles that I wanted to read that I just haven't pulled off my shelf and brought with me. So there's that. Also, I was looking, and there's just so many titles that I'm going to go over, a lot of them, that I've been so interested in, that I've been wanting to read, that are available on this app. So that is just, I was kind of blown away how many titles that there are on this app. Also, there's so many older, shoujos, older series that are not available in print anymore, that you can purchase digitally on this app, which is fantastic. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of go into what I want to read, and then kind of also talk about some recommendations that I have of manga on this app, if you guys are interested, that I have read, and then just kind of wrap it up with my final thoughts. So yeah, I do have a notes down here, so if you see me looking down, that's why. But yeah, so let's just get started. There's a collection of some of my favorite mangaka's works on here. So there is, I'm going to butcher it, but Kazuya Matsumoto's works. I believe it's a he, does Cats of the Louvre, Ping Pong, Number 5, Sunny, Tekken Crete Black and White, and Go-Go Monster. All titles available on the VIZ Manga App, which is fantastic. I've been wanting to collect all of his works forever now, and I've just been getting distracted with other things, so now I can actually read them. So I'm just thrilled. I absolutely loved Tekken Cretan Black and White. It is pretty much about orphans that pretty much took over the city and their shenanigans, and it was fantastic, and I am going to enjoy reading all of his works. I also started the Ping Pong anime. I watched the first episode last night to kind of see what it was about before I reviewed this app. And I know I should have probably just started reading it. But anyways, sorry about my dogs. We're just going to keep going. But yeah, so I am just excited to read all of his works. And yeah, next up is Natsumi Ono. She does a whole bunch of seinen titles, and her artwork, I will put up a picture here, is very different and very unique and kind of, I guess I would say, sketchy. But I absolutely love her storytelling of everything that I read. Flowers of Leaves has been sitting on my shelf unread forever, and I've been meaning to get to it this year, and now is my chance. I can just bring it with me anywhere I go. So that is fantastic. Recommendations by her is La Quinta Camera. It is about 4 roommates and their adventures living together, and they rent out a 5th room to travelers, and then you kind of see their culture and their different ways of life incorporated into the roommates, and it's fantastic. It's a one-shot. I highly recommend it. Loved it so much. Tessero is a short story collection. I'm probably saying it wrong, but I really recommend that one as well. Not Simple is probably one of the more depressingest manga that I've ever read. It is just so dark, and there's trigger warnings for everything in that one, but I really enjoyed it because it's just, you don't think it could get any worse, and then it does. So there's that. But if you like sad, depressing stories, so also she has other works on there that are available to buy. So if you enjoy her works, then definitely go check those out to buy digitally. So yeah, so a plug here. In October, I always host the Manga Freakathon with Manga Works Manga, and I just have so much fun reading a whole bunch of horror manga. But Junji Ito, I'm kind of a little bit scared to get into. One, horror manga is not my favorite, which is weird that I host a readathon for horror manga. But anyways, I do like supernatural and like apocalyptic type, like I like thrillers, but not necessarily horror. But I've always wanted to try his works. I want to say 6 of his works, which is a lot, but not compared to how many's out there. But 6 of his works are like on this app that you can read for free, which is fantastic. I will definitely be taking advantage of that to try him out. And there's other horror manga like Orochi on here, which is available to read, that I've been wanting to read forever. So I'm so glad that that's on there. Also, by the same mangaka, Drifting Classrooms is available to read on that app, which I'm so excited about. And yeah, sorry about my dogs. I can't do anything about it. I put them outside. Then the other dogs wanted to stop barking, and it's a big mess. But anyways, we're gonna keep going. But yeah, so another plug to a readathon that's happening next month is the Manga Pride Readathon. And there's some LGBTQ manga on this VIZ app that I am so excited about. One, I read the first volume, and I'm so excited to continue. I'm just going to stop from volume 1, is my love mix-up. I love this series so much. It's pretty much about high school and feelings and miscommunication, and it's such a great, fun first volume. I'm excited to go on with it. I also have How Do We Relationship and After Hours, but like I said, I haven't had time to read it, so this is going to be perfect at work for me to read. And then also, I just found this last second, is an autobiographical manga that the girl that can't get a girlfriend. So I'm really excited to read that as well for Pride Month next month. So yeah. So another big thing that I'm just amazed by is all the shoujo that is on this app to read. So first off, they have so much shoujo that you can purchase digitally on there that is out of print that you can't get anywhere. So I think that I have like a whole entire shoujo wall where I'm missing like gaps and stuff, and the volumes are going for like $60 to $100 online, and I don't think they're ever going to. I don't think a lot of them are out of print, but I don't think that it's popular enough for them to make printings of it. So fingers crossed that we get it, but this is a good way if I want to read a series that even I have some of it, but I'm missing some volumes. Or this is just a great way for me to, like I have Absolutely Boyfriend, and I'm missing some volumes for that. Stuff like that. I'm trying to think. My bookshelf is turned because I'm reorganizing my room, my manga room. So, but anyways, it's on the other side of that. But yeah, I'm just blown away with how much like shoujo's on there. There's my favorite, one of my favorite mangakas, Clamp. Whole bunch of Clamp's old works are available to buy on that app. Also, Kiryo Yuki, the mangaka that does like Angel Sanctuary, just so many of her works are on this app to purchase. So yeah, if you read digitally, this is the spots to go. But also, so many shoujo titles are available to read, like for free on this app. Whole bunch of them that are out of print you can read on this app, like Lovecom. Everyone is in the shoujo community is talking about how much they want to own Lovecom. Not a flex, I promise, but I already own it. I actually didn't even know like the popularity of it when I bought it. It was just, I like to go to my used bookstore, and I used to do this, buy ones that had completed series, and I got it for a really good price. Not even going to tell you how much I got it for, because like I said, I'm not trying to flex, but it's been sitting on my shelf forever because I just haven't had time to read it. But now it's on this app to read for free, so I can read it anytime. Another one is Sand Chronicles. I got for a really good price before it went unavailable. And then Nana's on this app. I can read all of Nana, which I've seen the anime for and absolutely loved it, but I can actually read the manga. But that one's been sitting on my shelf. Another example is We Were There, is I have some of the volumes, but I can't find the other volumes. So I didn't want to start reading it because I wanted to finish it. So now I can actually read it on this app, and I can finish it and enjoy it, and not feel bad that just I have random volumes just sitting on my shelf. So that's fantastic. So this one is just because it's so hyped that I want to read it. I will admit that, but nothing wrong with that, right? But Bass or Bazura? But yeah, it's a fantasy epic adventure, and I've been seeing it everywhere in the shoujo community, and just everyone wants to read it, and it is on this app for free, or not for free, for $2. So you can read it for $2 a month. Like, that's insane. So it might take me the whole entire month to read it. There's so many volumes, so many chapters of that. I'm just so excited. So yeah, I would recommend Kira's First Love. It is also available to read on this app if you're into shoujo. It's a 10-volume series. Absolutely loved it, so I would recommend that. Also, my recommendations is Mermaid Saga. it is also on this app to read. So yeah, there's just so many great titles on this app. So, things that I would change about this app are, one is if you have the Shonen Jump app, and you look at the VIZ Media app, it shows all the titles to the Shonen Jump app, like in the list of titles that are available. But if you click on them, the ones that you have access, if you have the Shonen Jump app, you can only purchase them. So you have to kind of jump back and forth on apps to see what is available to you. And I mean, if you want to purchase it, that's great. But like what I'm saying is maybe you might want, and I can kind of see why they do it, is maybe they want you to purchase it. So they're kind of pushing you to purchase it, but you have the ability to read it if you have the Shonen Jump app. So like, I wish that they kind of had it where if you had both, they kind of combined them together in a way. Or they said you can read this on the Shonen Jump app or something like that. But it's just not that big a deal, but jumping back and forth to apps and knowing what you have available to read is kind of like, you know, which I wish that they just converted it kind of more together. But anyways, and also another thing, which I can kind of see why they do it, because they're trying to push sales, but I wish that they had the just to purchase, like I wish they had all the ones that were available to read on the app in a section, and then I wish that you could click and see which ones were just available just to purchase. I think that would be more convenient for the reader if they're looking for something to read on the app, instead of scrolling down and being like, oh, I'm so excited to read this title, and then you click on it and all you can do is purchase it. So I think that would be, but I can see why, because you get excited to see it, so then you might be more excited to purchase it versus if it's in just the purchase section. But so I can kind of see what they're doing for sales and stuff. But yeah, other than those two, like, I absolutely love this app. I'm going to be getting so much more reading in. I am going to be reading a lot more shoujo titles that have just been kind of sitting on my shelf, that have just been kind of hiding, that I kind of forget about because I read BL mostly. But now this is a way to encourage me to read shoujo titles and like just try different demographics or different genres like horror, so stuff like that. But yeah, let's see if I said everything. But yeah, that is it. So with that said, I highly recommend the VIZ Manga app. I am just excited to just jump in. I am kind of going to challenge myself. I know this is not going to sound like a lot, but I am also going to read other things. But I'm going to challenge myself that I'm going to have to read a chapter a day, which if I read more, then awesome. But I have to read a chapter a day on this app, no matter what. So I might do it like in the morning or right before I go into work or something. But I'm going to set a time aside to read one chapter, a manga, a day on this app. So that way I can better use this app. And yeah, so anyways, with that said, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I can get more discussion type videos up on my channel. If you want me to discuss anything or talk about anything or want my opinion on anything, leave it down in the comments and I will try to make a video in the next 6 months about it. But I'm surprised I actually got this up and before it was too late, and it was like a year since the VIZ Manga app was up. But anyways, I'm rambling. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.